Let me start to introduce our guest. Let me start to Christian. Christian is from Kuni Foundations. It is the main partner of this event. So means we are here because of Kuni Foundation. Kuni Foundation cover all the costs of this event, not only for this event only, even from last year, the sponsors for different activities. As you remember, we have the students who have graduated. They participate to visit different ports, the Thram ports and the Mombasa ports, and also the facilitators for facilitations for our internees, for transport and the other costs to do internship, and also different logistics and supply chain conferences. Christian, thank you very much. Allow me also to thank the mayor of the district, Nyakubahwa Mayor, mwahaguruka mugasoza abanyeshuri bacu n'abanyu. Nyakubahwa Principal, nubwo ari iwacu ariko namwe abanyeshuri baba bakumbuye nubwo babona kenshi. Nyakubahwa Chairman wa Rwafa nk'uko mubizi niyo ibumbira hamwe logistics y'igihugu cyose, kuko niyo ikubiye hamwe clearing and forwarding. So Chairman Rwigema, mwasuhuza abanyeshuri. Twasabaga n'uhagarariye Rwanda Revenue. Let me Mr. Morris to stand up and greet our guests. This is Morris from RRA. As you are aware, we can't implement logistics without the Revenue Authority. So Revenue Authority is our key partner in this event, even logistics in general. So allow me to introduce Akilimari Olivier from Cross Border Transporters. Allow me to introduce Rutalimara Antille. Allow me to introduce Mshaidi Paul. Both of them and come from professional driving centers. Allow me to introduce Murikiye Noel, Potatraragwa. Allow me to introduce Kanyera Ivone, now Avemuri Potatraragwa. Allow me to introduce Rushema Emmanuel from Rema. As you are aware, Rema is our also key partner because as government visions to implement green logistics and the green transport. So Rema, it is our key partner. Let me introduce Ayman Anserme. Ayman Anserme, it is the boss of this training center for drivers and also from Association of Public Transport. Allow me to introduce Tuishime Bosco from company Horizon Express. Abanyeshuri benshi kampani Horizon murayizi, ngo niyo mukoresha zitandukanye, nawe yaje kuba natwe turamushimira. Let me introduce the team from CRT, Mukambuganga Florence, and the team. My team harimo Mugambage. Thank you, Mugambage. Mugambage also, it is a member from CRT. CRT, it is the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. Ariko afite na company ya logistics nayo ikomeye kandi ikora neza, nawe ajadufasha muri internship. Twakwita wa internship. So for the students who are looking internship, Mugambage is there, and also CRT members are there. Let me recognize Jacob. Jacob also from CRT. Let me recognize Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude is a member of CRT and also has a good company which is performing very well in the logistics sector. Let me introduce Josiane Wamurera from Talent Match. So, Lolene Zine, Talent Match. And the Allen Kenduga, the Talent Match. Thank you, Kadunga. And the Elike Rosindana from Talent Match as well. Thank you, the team from Talent Match. Talent Match, Nayo, it is one of department in URA. Dufasha kutulinkinga with industries, no have some hint on the market side. Thank you. Let me also introduce our head of department, Benoit Kanyangira, in the University of Rwanda. Let me introduce Professor Jonas Bayandema. Also, it is a dean of School of Business. And also another special guest, the one who is supporting us to approve whatever academic matters which we are doing, accreditations, approval of our curriculum, everything. So means without approval of her, it's not easy to sit for here. So we are sitting here because of High Education Council. They over to guiding Madame Christine. So High Education Council as a way even in your graduations, those who have to approve the list of graduations. Let me introduce Gapira from Gorilla Logistics. Thank you so much. Without taking much of time, let me give the floor to Principal of URCBA to give his remarks.
It's my pleasure, my great pleasure, to welcome you all in our 2 days on logistic and the supply chain management career event. In November, we have organized a very big event on a career, but for other students. Our beloved student in supply chain management, we reserved a very specific event for them because there are special students in this very dynamic industry. We are thrilled to have such a diverse and a passionate group of professionals, students and industry leaders gathered here today. As you know, logistic and supply chain management are at the heart of the global economy. The industry is rapidly evolving, driven by technological innovations, increasing customer expectations, and the global challenges. Recently, I ordered good from USA. I received it in 3 days. It means that a lot of industries are involved from the production to the customer. But also there is an increased customer expectation in global challenges, whether it's managing complex distribution network, optimization inventory, and ensuring the efficiency from flow of goods across borders. The role of supply chain professionals is more crucial than ever. During the 2 days, this event provides an excellent platform to our students and our staff to explore the many career opportunities within the field. Learn from experts, gain insight that will help shape your professional journey. Whether you are looking to start your career and advance in the field, we are confident that you will find valuable knowledge, inspiration, connections that will propel you forward. We have a fantastic lineup of speakers, panelists who will share their experiences, industry trends, career advice. We encourage you to ask questions, network with the fellow participants, and take full advantage of this opportunity to learn and grow. The success of this career event will not be possible without a fruitful collaboration between University of Rwanda, Huye District, private sector, industries, and the Kun Foundations. I will come later on the Kun Foundation. Maybe for most of you, you don't know Kun Foundation, but so key partner. So on behalf of the University of Rwanda management team, we extend our deepest thanks for your contributions. Each of your contribution is valued, and we are committed to strengthen this collaboration for the benefit of our students and the education sector as well. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Kun Foundation, who has made this event possible. In addition to internship opportunities to our students, with the financial support, opportunity to visit some areas like Dar es Salaam port. Your support has strengthened our mission and adds immense value to our student journeys. Thank you so much. And on behalf of the university, please, greetings to Andrea And if you have a time, you will visit our campus, even the city. I know that you have already visited this area before, but you can check to change. The city of Huye is located at 126 kilometers from Kigali, but we need a lot to be connected with Kigali city as the capital of Rwanda, but we need also different goods and the services worldwide. So our mayor is here to show you that Huye district is prepared for this dynamic environment. Thank you all for being here today and tomorrow. And we hope you live with a deeper understanding of the dynamic world of logistics and the supply chain management. And perhaps even the spark to take the next step in your career. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the Mayor of Huye District, our guest of honor, and later on we have a very key notification from Kun Foundation. Dear Mayor, the floor is yours for opening remarks. Once again, welcome. And let's make this event a memorable and impactful experience. Thank you so much.
In this logistic and supply chain career event that is taking place at Intare Business Arena in Huye. This event is bringing students, staff, and people from different ecosystem to discuss how we can improve this important sector. It is also a great networking time for you as students with academia, industries, and other people from private sector to help our future leaders to prepare for the future challenges that involves logistics and supply chain management that we are discussing today. The interaction between students, faculty, and the industry professional in logistics and supply chain management strengthen collaboration between the University of Rwanda, private sector, and the local authorities to enhance the awareness in this career path, but also informs the need of curriculum relevance improvement through faculty industry engagement, as well as opening up window for internships and employment opportunities for our young people. Distinguished guests, considering the strategic location of the Huye city that is hosting this career event, I can agree with you that it's a good connected with the vision of the city. Because of this strategic location, we believe that logistics and supply chain management can be a trigger factor of the development and as well employment opportunities creation for our young people. However, though there is a step that has been done in this area, there are still a lot to do. Allow me to share this experience in our local language, so even the private sector people that we are together here, they can understand the critics and the puzzle that we live in. Nari maze kuvuga ko umujyi wa Huye uri ku birometero 126 uvuye i Kigali, ibirometero ngira ngo ni nabyo birometero ukora uvuye hano kugera mu mujyi wa Bukavu, akaba ari nabyo birometero ukora uvuye hano ngira ngo harengaho bikeya ujya mu mujyi, the capital city of Burundi. Strategically bavuga ko umujyi wa Huye uri more competitive than other cities, and without even considering the neighboring districts that are hosting more than above 1 million people. Mu biganiro dukunze kugirana na private sector, akenshi iyo tuganira nabo isoko bareba isoko ry'abaturage 400,000 batuye muri kano karere. Ariko challenge duhora tubaha, it's even thinking beyond the district boundaries, considering the total population of our neighboring district, but as well those cities that we border. Though we don't share the border, but we are still connected with those borders because of transport facilities that the government has put in place. Iyo ukoze amasaha 3 ukaba ugeze Bukavu ni miliyoni 3 z'abaturage tuvuga. Iyo ugiye i Burundi n'igice duhana na imbibi, it's above 5 million total population, which means if we improve this logistic and supply chain management in the city, it is an opportunity for the private sector, and even beyond that as we think. But the question comes, ni iki kigomba kubanza, ni iki cyangwa ni inkoko? I think always, sinzi namwe uko mwabyita, ariko when it comes to business, it's investment. We need to invest in logistics and supply chain management. We put all of the infrastructures, including that helps, and even facilities that help us connecting with urban and rural areas, improving our customer service, improving the storage facilities, inventory management, as well as waste management, because we are dealing with this climate change. So we can't, when we aspire in this logistics domain, we always think the end, not always the beginning or the process in between. So I brought these questions to the participants of this career event, though you will be discussing this globally and even nationally. As a district mayor, I'll be interested even if you go and customize to Huye district and see how we can even champion the great deliberations that we'll be having throughout these two days.
Waramutse. Good morning, dear Principal, Honored Mayor. Sorry, I didn't understand your name, otherwise I would have. Okay, thank you. So thanks again for the invitation to join this great career event here in Huye. For me, coming here is actually a matter of my heart, very special for me and very emotional, I have to say. Because what you don't know is that my career started some sort of in Rwanda. I came as a young guy in the age of 23 to Rwanda as an intern working for the Bureau de Jumelage, Rhineland-Palatinate. And I was also based here for a couple of months in Butare. And I experienced the kindness and beauty of your country in a young age. I have to say that were the best days of my life, having little responsibilities, but being able to enjoy such a nice place as your country here. Now, 23 years later, I'm standing here again as part of the Kühne Foundation team who has the pleasure of supporting young people pursue an education in a topic which is very important nowadays and has a great future. So all of you can have a great future ahead and a very interesting and flourishing sector. Logistics is never outdated. Wherever you go, people want products in the shortest time available, right? So what you do here, what you are studying, is actually a pretty good thing. And I would like to encourage you to stay motivated. Careers don't go in straight lines. And if you have a setback for whichever reason, don't give up. Stay motivated and encouraged. You will find another way. I didn't know how I would pursue my career when I started 25 years ago. I had no idea that I would come back working for a foundation, shaping education for young people. I had no idea. I was also working in operational logistics, so I had the chance to try out many things. You can travel the world with such a job, and you can also support other people through your profession, through what you do in your daily life. Thanks again to the University of Rwanda for inviting us, me, as the representative of the Huye Foundation. Unfortunately, Dr. Andre couldn't make it himself this time, but we are very much looking forward to get more chances to visit. Thank you.
I would like to invite Mr. Derived, the chairman of RWAFA. RWAFA, it is Rwanda Freight Forwarders Association, to give the presentation.
I'm going to take you through the contribution of logistics industry to the development of Rwanda. This is not something academic, it is something that we have witnessed with our own eyes. We have seen us grow, all the industry grow from nothing to something that we can all see today. First of all, the outline of my presentation will be like that: the background, current status and structure, the freight forwarding subsector, the future prospects, and then the conclusion. The evolution of the logistics sector in Rwanda has been marked by key several phases and developments, including one, first, genocide, reconstruction, 1994, the phase between 1994 and 2000, which focused much on restoration and logistics framework. Most of you, especially the students, are very young people who do not know this history. But maybe we, the elders that have been there, we know the country was by then and where it has come up to today. By then, there was nothing in place, basically nothing in place. Then there came another phase, which is between 2000 and 2020, which was a government vision which made some reforms, put some reforms in place to ensure some economic growth that we can see today. The government of Rwanda, with a name to transform Rwanda into a middle-income economy, this focused on improving logistics as a critical component of the economic development. This phase also focused on investment in infrastructure, mostly road networks to connect rural and urban centers, as well as transit roads to connect Rwanda to the rest of the region and to the seaports. As we all know, we are a landlocked country. But nowadays we don't call it landlocked, we call it land-linked. We are linked to those ports, to those facilities that, as we know, the biggest amounts of cargo come through the seaway. Very few that come through the airports, and therefore we need the sea as much as we need our lives. So we are landlocked because we don't touch any sea, but still we are linked to the sea through our neighbors. So those networks, those infrastructures are very crucial, are very important to ensure that we are supplied from those seas. Regional integration, as we all know, before 2000, there was no regional integration. But sometime later in 2009, as we know, I think last week but one, there was a celebration to mark the 25 years the ESC has reached since it was established. So along the line, Rwanda also joined, and by joining, we benefited a lot. Regional integration and trade facilitation in 2010, 2015, Rwanda's membership in the ESC facilitated regional trade and logistics collaboration, reducing trade barriers and improving cross-border transport. The Customs Union, SCT, has also significantly reduced on time and cost in the transit of cargo within the ESC member states. Here, the Customs Union we refer to is that I can do one document and it accompanies the cargo from either the port of Mombasa or the port of Dar es Salaam at Rwanda, which was not the case before. Before, each country would have its customs document, and the cargo reaching the border would again require the clearing agents to make another document to proceed with that cargo through that particular country. So now, you can imagine how much cost and time it took off by introducing that customs union. Another factor is technological advancement. There's been so many innovations. After the 1994, according to the people that we found in this industry, they tell us that they used to calculate taxes on some forms. They calculate using their heads and their calculators, and then give the client or the importer to pay the taxes, and then the customs officer, whom they used to call Losoveri, would also look into it, verify it, and see whether the taxes were computed correctly. But nowadays it's not the case. You just enter all the information, you enter the value of the cargo, and then you classify the cargo accordingly, according to, there's what we call a classification of goods. You classify, and then the system will compute for you and give you the amounts to pay. So that is also a very, very huge milestone in this work. Current status and structure. The logistics industry in Rwanda is divided into several sub-sectors. If I may call them sectors, but I call them that way for the purpose of this presentation. There is what we call freight forwarding sector, freight forwarding and customs clearing sector, under which I belong. And there is also the transport sector. I've seen the transport gentleman over there with the association called ATAL. There's also the shippers who are under the Shippers Council, and there's also the warehousing The warehousing is under Rwanda here in Rwanda. But in some other countries, they have their own associations. Now, what is freight forwarding? This is a board of professionals who have the capacity, both in terms of knowledge and also in terms of all other requirements to handle consignments or cargo from the point of production or ex-works to the, I know as students you know all these terms, terminologies, because this is your area of study, and to the final consumer across the world. We are not only limited to Rwanda. If you come here and tell me I have my cargo in the USA, then I have to use my capacity to ensure the cargo reaches you. So that is what we do. We are under an association called RWAFA, Rwanda Freight Forwarders Association, which is recognized nationally, and actually you cannot operate this kind of business without being affiliated in this association, because it's a legal requirement by the ECMA, or the East African Customs Management Act. Continuous capacity building, up-to-date technology. We have to keep on embracing technology, because that's where the world is moving. Then we continue to advocate for policies which enable high standards of professionalism and professional ethics. Continue to collaborate with our stakeholders, foster industrial development. In conclusion, logistics sector has enormously contributed to the overall development of the country through no statistical evidence to back this. There has not been, I think, those that are concerned try to gather data, but they could not. Maybe the environment is not yet conducive to be able to gather this. But in general, the service sector, which combines so many others, contributes 44%, according to the statistics report, performance report of year 2023. It contributed 23% to the GDP of the country. 10 years ago, 85% of Rwanda destined cargo was transported into Rwanda by foreign trucks. A situation that has been reversed so much. Over 70% of our cargo is being transported by Rwandan registered trucks owned by Rwandans. Something. So, in short, this is what I wanted to take you through, so that you get to understand that as you train, the industry is ready to swallow you up. As we get out, you come in to bring in something, to bring in new innovations as young people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chairman Wafa, for good experience which you have shared to us and the expertise in logistics and supply chain management.
Nuguru mukumbi muto so yishimiye kugubwami nubwo amashami yawe yasaga nk'ayatemwe niyatuzani y'igicucu ngo twugame
amasoko ava mu rukiryi rwawe niwe isi teraniye ngo ishire umwuma.
When you contribute to the economy of the country, you are doing something great. It is always painful for someone who is skilled and not able. praying, and your professional decision. But the skills part is very small to my concern, because that is you can learn. You can do the on-job training, you can learn, but there is a big part of you that is required so that you can stay there. So start by volunteering. If I see you are performing, I will not attend. Thank you.
I think it is good to start with a story, then to build you. I've told you I didn't go to school, and I studied the business. I taught myself everything because there is a target I wanted. As I told you, I wanted this level, but I did not know which profession. So it is not what we are studying that is what we are going to be. But since now, for us we are very professional. At the time, there was no career guidance. There was no such interaction. For us, I did bachelor of economics from Macquarie University. So I love economics. But when I went to the market, I found myself like, I'm not needed. So I said, why did I study? Then to cut the story short. From 2007 up to 2024 today, I'm a trainer in Rwanda. I own pioneer business from 2004. So from 2007 up to 2011, I was selfish. I never gave an opportunity to train students. Now from 2011, I got personal challenges, and now I made a student whom I have taught. He told me, train, I'm very happy. He told me about the I made money and I bought this car. No share next in the way as if I owned that. No why? I was very appreciated. So I told myself, how do you give back to society? So from 2011, I told myself, every year, from my workers, I will pay them for the cost of work. Najagarnisha yama negotiatinga na yisipia numunyishira amafaranga ariko umukozi wacu sibyo. Now here is an interesting part. My wife gets a certificate and she comes or he comes with his marketing sibyo. Na contrastia yao ya kunahinga za ukumana I am giving back. But he wants to get a better job. He wants to get a better offer. I have to talk to you first before you need that offer. How much are they giving you? Which company is that? If it is better than mine, I will praise it and I will give a recommendation. Because I want you to be better than me or better than we want to be. Understand? But there are some students, you give an opportunity and says that Bashaka Queen. No because you are Bashaka Queen. What comes to your mind is the ability of my mom. So I have to always take it. And I have successfully done it. Do you understand? So I have other students that come and asking me, I have first to understand who you are. He said, now when I have a see, now you see me, Uri, Wiziti, Urine, Hadure, without Wishuri. See, I cannot teach you of Bismarck. I cannot teach you all this beyond that. I cannot teach you to come present. Do you understand? So that way, Nimoreva, Mubakos and Awa, adaptive in the environment you are in. I can't allow. Mr. Chairman, So, the opportunities are there, my brothers, but come when you are humble and know what you are. The industrial attachments, they are hard. And you are hard. Industrial attachments, they are niche, abantu barabashaka. Ariko wowe uzuko ujya ufite degree, the one who I want my money has a certificate. Remember? But he has 1,000 things that you need to know. So, that's why attachment is hard. But come as humble. And when you come to it, God tells you in the Bible, wisdom is the reality. We don't, because I'm not ish. Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 3. I'm not coming to preach, but you want me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me add this. I forgot about I have said that when you join my company, it's know what you can contribute. We don't normally insist on the immediate solution. At least be ready to learn and team up with the people you find there. I know we have had another challenge where we train you. Actually, we employ you. But after knowing what you're doing, what you can do, when you get the time of delivery, you look for another job. So we found out that we are training people for other people. And this has put us in the have to think twice. Is this person coming to stay, or is just in transit? What to think about it? But again, there are basic information we need to know. Moderator, if I can give an example, we have people who are born in town, raised in the garden, but they don't know the environment. If we are doing my company, my company, sometimes it's easy for me to go and say something, and you don't know where you're going. And you claim to be born in town. I have a list of examples. ranging from distress. That's not coherence. Who's the hotel? You don't know what you have to rather than hotel. You know, you come with one. I know you're not. There's mistake. They are going to eat coverage. And services. You have to bring like 4. Come on, my town. Now I give you 4. I have this one up to the right, I have this one down, I have this one. He decides. He does it. Selection. You just come with one of them. You don't know how all the things, you don't know. You just can't keep you. You understand what I mean? So you add, you move, you think an extra mind. You don't have that time to move around. You are there, that's why you have to think outside. You have to try to think and give solutions, as they say. You have to give solutions. I said you for one, you bring me 3. Good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I know we're running out of time. My time is going to make it short. And I think Peter really needs a lot of key things. I hope you're taking notes. When you go in as an intern, this is why I wanted to speak first, and I was hoping something like this would come up. Even if you're going in as an intern or an industry attachment, what are you going to contribute to make the employer's life easy? Because Shakuta has skills that are logistics, but can you make his life a little bit easier than before you came in? Because if you do that, they are not going to let you, like they say. So the problem, back to your question, I think we are sending students to just take. We're not preparing students to go, take, and give. So we need to figure out what does the industry need, and how can we prepare students before they even go in, to go with the level of knowledge and understanding that they can actually contribute. They're not just going there to sit. They're going there to contribute. The employer doesn't have time to only teach you. They want you to also do certain things for them so that they have extra time to teach you what you do. So if you can't solve for them any problem or save them any time, they won't have the time to teach you. So if you want to learn, you want their time, find something that they were spending time on, do it. And do it well. And they will have time.
Thank you very much. Let us for this question for our group.
Yes, so everyone. I want to say this. If I put it this way, you are as a university, private channel institutions, or custodians of teaching and learning, let them prepare those curriculum programs that are aligned with the industry need. Vis-a-vis industry also need to contextualize the type of industry or industrial attachments that are needed to be given to these
very well. We have candidates and we had the opportunity to visit, for example, Germany and saw how investors are working closely with the industry. And for example, in Germany, half of the time students doing in industry and coming back at university. I saw that was wonderful. I think that it was a good opportunity. We learned from industry, but also from higher education council, how things should be done. I think that, of course, we have the digital. They are showing me that the time I'm teaching to this panel discussion is over. I would like to request the audience, please let us thank our panelists for the highlight of key skills required from our graduates and how what are they are expecting from the graduate and what are how they see the university to be offering their academic programs, which are to be relevant to their needs. Let us clap for them.
Thank you. As I was saying, I try to ask how our free directed who want to provide school. I asked the minister,
I from the person who only has one community. Am I right? Umuntu ubasha gushare igihe cye neza, akajya muri korali, akabona amanota meza, yarangiza akagezaho akajya muri Youth Club cyangwa se indi club iyo ari yo yose. Uwo muntu aba afite talent and skills, aba afite discipline idahwanye n'umuntu uza akiga gusa agataha. Even people skills, turi hano twese, people skills you develop through these extracurricular activities. And trust me, they may look like useless right now, but depending on how you position yourself, these extracurricular activities will actually be beneficial when you graduate. Niko bakutaka n'abandi twese adamusanyije. Question is right at the beginning. How are you going to start out? Same degree, maybe same marks. If you're lucky, you get better marks. But the parents are also kind of smart. They realize marks don't necessarily mean that you can deliver. So they are not necessarily considering top marks anymore. They want to know you as a candidate beyond your marks. So do extracurricular activities. And I know this is about this department. And it was for a bench. You got an internship. Am I right? Before you graduate, am I right? Okay, so you guys are done. There are people who actually just do one internship. Okay, surely you got to people. Do as many as you have time to do. Yeah, like we transport and logistics. Yeah, like we restaurant, just do it. Because either way, your language skills will kind of put up and you other things. If you go to a restaurant and do an internship as a customer or front desk person, skills will go your logistics, we got your network, right? Now, what was the internship? I don't know. So do as many internships as time allows and as possible, as much as you can. Depending on your time, the schedule, how much time, and holidays that you have. That is the only also that a lot of work to do, presentation and what. But even after graduation, you can plan to find as many internships to do as you can, find more opportunities, and just do something. Don't sit on mountain to garden, free lunch. And Peter would say that's a story of actually his own daughter. Almost like I'm a surprise. Every time, so one time, Peter goes home, sorry to share this story without your consent, but I thought that was so relevant. He comes home and he wants to see, so this daughter of mine who asked for a job after graduation, he recognized. He comes home, guess what? The daughter was watching TV. And she was not even helping in anywhere in the house. Not even cleaning dishes, not even making her own bed. You know what he did? To his own daughter, he said, I can't give you a job, please try elsewhere. Now, this is the only employer. Now imagine if he cannot give a job to his own daughter, how about you? How about you? So what I'm saying, do something, anything but just do something. Don't sit home and say, I'll get a job, that I'm like, it may not pay you as much as you want, it may not be at the level of what you want, but it's there. Just do it, and you will move on. Take advantage of the resources on campus. I know this, most of you don't even know that a career center exists on your campus. But these are institutions. They have contacts to all the employers. If you go to any of the career centers and say that you have contacts, that's what they will most likely find that contact. But what you do, you sit happen. You have to put in the work, you have to sharpen the work yourself. So get out of the comfort zone, go use the resources that you have on campus. Be like career center, be like this office. These guys are connections to the industry, even though they are professors. Talk to them, tell them what you're interested in. Ask for contacts. Tell them where you can keep our instead of using them barabizi uraza kuza soka kuvuga n'umunyeshuri wabana mu burezi. That person already knows. Challenge yourself to talk to someone. You have it. It's good. Whatever you're doing. Okay? Yeah. And that is start gathering experience by doing this in the smallest things. Volunteer, internships. Give them experience in the street in hand. They decided to volunteer. People are very kind. People are very, very generous. So you should go and ask. But you have to go when you're prepared, when you have the right mindset, when you have the right attitude, and people will be happy to support you to develop your career.